Is it on? It's working? Yeah? Alright. What's going on, Bakugan? It's BakuRad96 back with another Bakugan Evolutions deck profile. But before I get into today's video, I wanted to go ahead and touch base, just catch up on a few things. There are still a few raffle winners who have not claimed their prize, so just one moment. Yep. Let's go. So, Miriam, you did win the Diamond Finnica. I'll throw your name up somewhere. I'll go ahead and have my Discord link down below, but as always, comment how best to reach you. Sorry. And then Foxtail Inferno. You won the Elemental Dragonoid Core, same as Miriam. You can follow the Discord link down below or comment how best to reach you. You are the prize winner, so I definitely want to get these sent out to you. Other news, I did go Baku hunting today, but I didn't film because the store was a little too packed. I will go ahead and preview things. They will be unboxed later on in the week. I picked up the Platinum R-less Blitz box. Very cool. I did unbox the Pyrus one for the channel. And then a first for the channel, this is a 3-pack, so they finally are in stock at my local Target at least. This is the Pyrus Serpilius. Just quick little preview of the back here. So yeah, really excited to unbox this later on. But for today, I have an awesome deck profile, and after that, I do have 3 more. Hope you all enjoy. If you do, don't forget to drop a like, sub to the channel, all that good stuff. Show your support. Alright, Brawlers, the first deck profile for the week is a Mono Colossus deck profile. It is Pyrus, Aquos, and Haos, so I had to dub it Colossal Merica. Hope you all enjoy, but let's go ahead and get straight into it, starting off with the team. Now, for now, I'm not sure if this is supposed to be the core Colossus or if there was just a printing error and this is actually the Platinum Colossus. For now, it is the stand-in until I figure out which is which, but it does have a orange and green fist core, orange shield, green fist core, B power of 300 with 5 damage. If it lands on an orange shield, you get to take, remove, or you don't take it because you don't get it, but remove an opposing active Bakugan's Baku core, and then on a green fist, you get to add a Baku core to your active Bakugan. So, very good abilities there, and this deck does utilize those quite well. Then it is the Platinum Haos Colossus. It does have the same core lineup as well with an orange shield and green fist, B power of 600 with 4 damage. If it lands on a green fist, plus 300 B power. And then if it lands on an orange shield, you do have that same add a Baku core from the field to your active Bakugan ability. And then rounding it out, it is the Pyrus Platinum Colossus. The same core lineup, so that is very neat. All of them do have the same core, which gives us an even spread, something I always like to work with. B power of 600 and 7 damage. For those core, nothing too fancy, very straightforward. The green fist, plus 150 B power and 2 damage. Plus 100 B power, Aquos and Pyrus get plus 3 damage. And then likewise, plus 100 B power, and then Pyrus and Haos get plus 3 damage. For these shields, I do have plus 300 B power, and then Aquos and Pyrus get plus 400 B power. I didn't have any of the Pyrus and Haos get plus 400, but if I did, I would probably run a different combination of those instead of the plus 300 ones. We have to review the awesome Bakugan themselves now. Here is the Platinum Haos, looking amazing with that translucent clear plastic. Very nice. And it's more cloudy than the translucent of, say, a diamond in the earlier years. And then, of course, Aquos. This is the Platinum one, regardless of what the card says. And it is sporting the new Aquos look. Digging that as well. And then the first Colossus I ever picked up being the Pyrus. Very awesome. Still waiting on that Darkest, though. That's the one I'm waiting on. Now, the Nanogan the deck runs, the side deck, if you will. I have 2 Riptides and a Sludgeum, So starting off with the Haos, using the green fist, or landing on a green fist if you have a green fist, plus 300 B power. And then if your Bakugan have a blue shield and a green fist, plus 500. So just an earlier use Nanogan that can just help out, give you a slight increase there. The Aquos Riptide, that's where the juiciness comes in, because on a green fist and a orange shield, you get to take a Bakugan from a opposing Bakugan's Bakucore and remove it. And then on a double green fist and orange shield, you get to do the same thing, but you add plus 1400 B power as well to yourself, which is scary. Being able to take away from the opposing Bakugan and giving yourself a tremendous buff there is really strong, kind of what the deck wants to play out to do. And then it is Angry Gary, yet again, in Pyrus. So on a green fist and orange shield, you get to add a Bakucore from the field to your Bakugan. And then pretty much on the same thing as the Aquos Riptide, so double green and an orange shield, plus the 1400 B power, but you get to add a Bakucore from the field to your active Bakugan. So really good. It's pretty much, I guess you could say it's the same. It's just you're adding on to yourself rather than taking away from the opponent. So really, really good. I think those are very, I don't know, I guess utilizable. I don't know. Just seems that it'll come up really good. Now for the actual deck, and well, before the deck, let's go ahead and I'll fold out the Nanogan. I do want to show them off. They are awesome after all, being even smaller than the original B1s. Oh, well, if I didn't have it upside down, fail. So there is Aquos Riptide. I'll fold down the head, because why not put it on Aquos Colossus? Just go ahead and beef them up for the deck profile. Kind of show off how the Nanogan peg in. The Haos Riptide is the same with a color variation. Honestly, I like the Aquos a little more, but the head does fold in so it can peg into the the core Bakugan. There we go. And then finally, this is the Pyrus Sledge'em. Angry Gary, it's kind of funny because you take the shell apart to open it up. Very cool. And then you have to open it to peg it in. And now Colossus has wings. So, snail wings. There we go. Now for the juicy deck profile. Sorry about that, but I think it's really important to review all the aspects of Bakugan, because no matter how small they may be, it's all important to the game. Well, not literally those, you don't need those, but well, you all know what I mean. So, first off, 2 Deep Dive, 1 Energy to draw a card, and you may re-roll your Bakugan. With the Nanogan output abilities, it's more important for you to hit the core you need to, so that you can get those. So, for that same purpose, I cannot speak today. For that same reason, it is just as important to be able to re-roll your Bakugan to make sure you get the core that you need. 3 Power Ritual. It is important because we do have higher cost cards in the deck to get into. So for 1 energy, you get to add an energy for each Bakucore that your Bakugan hold. Again, really important when we're adding Bakugan to and from, right? Seems like a tech card nowadays. Good thing I have 3. 3 Super Shot for those early turn B powers. 1 energy for plus 300, which is pretty good ratio being a Battle Planet card. One of the OG originals right here. At least I remember running it in the original year. 2 Air Zero. 2 energy to reveal the top card of your deck, and if it's not a flip card, you can play it for free. Really good to cheat out just heroes and various other cards. 2 Flash Attack to help with our damage aspect of the game, because you can't really win with B power unless you're getting in some amount of damage. 2 energy for 5. Again, any deck that runs Haos in the Year of Evolutions is scary because they have access to cards like this right here. Consort, I run 2 of them. 3 energy to attach a Bakugan from the field to an open Bakugan. Just guaranteeing that we hit those Nanogan abilities, effects, outputs, no matter what. I don't know the correct wording for the Nanogans, so you'll hear me call them probably everything. Just know I have the best intentions when I do this. 2 energy vortex. 3 energy for a Bakugear that when you play it, you can attach a green fist from the field to an open Bakugan. I didn't see a downside to including this into the deck for obvious reasons. Other than the ability, you do get 300 B power, which does help. It stacks on like that, plus, super shot later on. It's just good. Improvised armor, 3 energy for plus 2 damage and to draw 2. Every deck needs a little card draw just to get you through. Magma shield, 3 energy for 3 damage, and if that Bakugan is holding an orange shield, it probably is in this deck, you get double strike, which could really come in handy. 2 Sonic Aura to again help with the damage side of the deck. 3 energy for plus 6 damage and you get to scan. 3 Song of Fire. 3 energy for plus 5 energy. Really good, it's pretty much the mana ramp of Bakugan. Water to Ice. 3 energy for plus 5 damage. And if that Bakugan's holding an orange shield, which again, this deck is set up to do, you get to draw a card. Another scary card for the Year of Evolutions, Drumwave. 4 energy to attach a Bakugan from the field to an open Bakugan. The domination effect is nice, but don't really mind that much about it. Because if your Bakugan are holding the most Bakugans, that Bakugan gets plus 3 Frost Strike. I mean, that's decent, but I really just like the fact that you get to attach a Bakugan. So awesome. 2 Stardock's Eye Blast. 4 energy for plus 900 B power. 1 Hypno Flash. 5 energy for plus 700 B power. And you may draw 2 cards, then discard 2 cards. 1 Shield of the Faithful, 5 energy for plus 9 damage, and if that Bakugan is holding an orange shield, you get to draw 2 cards. So a lot of the one-of cards that help on orange shield, I thought they would just make for good utility in the deck. You get some card draw here and there. 2 Torch of Horns, 6 energy for plus 1000 B power, and Double Strike. A very nice card to hit off of Air 0. Pretty much why it's in there, otherwise it is a good later in the game card, I guess. Now, wrapping things up with the flips. Kind of went all out because this deck didn't have a lot of defenses, at least in my opinion. So, Aquos Speed, 1 energy to block a Darkus or Ventus Bakugan. Divine Wall, 1 energy to block a Haos or Fusion Bakugan. Fluid Form, 1 energy to block Aquos or Fusion. Pyrus Stopper Slam, 1 energy to block Pyrus or Fusion. Swift Flame is 1 energy to block Darkus or Haos. And then wrapping it up, Halt Outsiders, 3 energy to block non-Haos. So that will do for today's deck profile. Thank you all for watching. As always, I appreciate the support I've been given. I couldn't do anything without all of you. Remember, Bakugan Brawl.